Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So in this particular video we are going to discuss two of the numericals based on Coulomb's law. So without further ado, we'll just move on to numerical number 1. So this numerical says that 2 point charges Q1 and Q2, they are 3 meter apart and their combined charge is 20 microcoulomb. If one repels the other with force of 0.075 Newton, what are the two charges? So basically what they're saying is we are having 2 point charges Q1 and Q2. These are the 2 point charges and they are 3 meter apart. That is, the distance between them is 3 meter. Okay, and their combined charge is 20 microcoulomb. That means if we combine these two charges, that is Q1 plus Q2, then that is equals to 20 microcoulomb. So I'm going to change this microcoulomb into coulomb. So standard unit of charge is coulomb, so we are going to change microcoulomb into coulomb. So micro means 10 raised to power minus 6, so 20 microcoulomb will be 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb. So this is first thing which is given to us, that is Q1 plus Q2 is equals to 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb. Let it be equation 1. This is given in the question. Now what they're saying is if one repels the other with force of 0.075 Newton, one is repelling the other, that means both are like charges, that means either both are positive or both are negative. Now the force between them, the force of repulsion between them, that is F, that is 0.075 Newton. Force is given in Newton, that is the standard unit for force. So now what we have to do is we have to find out charges Q1 and Q2. So what is the formula of force according to Coulomb's law? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. And this value of force is equals to 0.075 Newton, that is given in the question. So now why I have taken epsilon naught? Because medium is not specified. So if medium is not specified, then we are going to take epsilon naught, that is medium is vacuum. Now we know that the value of this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 raised to power 9, right? Now value of Q1 and Q2 we don't know, so we are going to write Q1 into Q2 divided by R square. R is distance, so distance between them is 3 meters, so that means 3 square, and this whole value is given as 0.075 Newton. So when we are going to solve this, what we are going to get is 9 into 10 raised to power 9 into Q1 Q2 upon 3 into 3 is 9, 0.075, so 9 cancels out with 9, so we are left with Q1 Q2 is equals to 0.075. this 10 raised to power 9 goes here and becomes 10 raised to power minus 9. So this is something which we are getting. So I can write this one as Q1 Q2 is equals to, if I take the decimal here like this, so I can write it like this, 10 raised to power minus 12, right, because I'm taking this decimal 3 digits after this. So 9 plus 3, that will be 12. So I hope this much is clear, that what I have done is I have taken this decimal over here, so I have taken it 3 digits after this, so I have added 3 here to this power, so we are having 10 raised to power minus 12 because I have pushed this decimal towards here, so I am going to get minus 9 as minus 12. So now this is the, suppose this is the second equation which I am getting. Now what we have to do, we are having two unknowns Q1 and Q2 and we are having two equations. So two unknowns can be found out if we have two equations. So what we are going to do is we are going to take one of the values and substitute in other equation. So what we have to do here is that we are having here Q1 into Q2 is equals to this one. So now I'm going to take out the value of q2 from this equation. So from here, what will be the value of q2? 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 minus q1. This plus q1 goes here and becomes minus q1. So now what I have to do is I have to substitute this value of q2 over here. So instead of writing this as first equation, I'll write this one as first equation. And now what I'm going to do is put 1 in 2. So the value of q2, from here I'm going to take this value of q2 and put it here. So what I'm left with, when I'm going to put this value over here, so we will be getting q1 into q2. Instead of q2, I'm going to write this one, q1 into q2, that is 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 minus q1. So this is q1 into q2. q1 into q2 is equals to 75 into 10 raised to power minus 12. Now after opening the bracket, what we are going to get is, I'm going to rearrange it here only. So I'm going to get q1 square minus 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 q1 plus 75 into 10 raised to power minus 12 equals to 0. You can take it, you can have one more step in between and then get back to this equation. So I have just directly written down this equation. Now this is a quadratic equation, and we know that how to solve quadratic equation. If we are having quadratic equation like ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So because this is a quadratic equation, it will be having two values of x. So how we find that? X is equals to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is how we find value of two values of x, right? This is the formula. This is something which we are going to use here. So here, instead of x1 square, we are having q1 square. So the value of a will be 1, value of b will be this one, value of c will be this one. So we are going to substitute a, b and c in this. So what we are going to get is q1 is equals to 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 plus minus root under 400 into 10 raised to power minus 12 minus, this is b square, minus 4 into a into c, 75 into 10 raised to power minus 12 upon 2a, that is 2 into 1. So q1 will be what? 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 plus minus root under 400 into 10 raised to power minus 12 minus 300 into 10 raised to power minus 12 whole upon 2. So q1 will be equal to 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 plus minus root under, okay, I'm going to directly solve it. 400 minus 300 is 100. So taking out 100 out of the root, so it will be 10. So it will be, and 10 raised to power minus 12, we are going to take 10 raised to power minus 12 out of the root, so it will be 10 raised to power minus 6. So basically 400 minus 300 will be 100. Taking it out, it will be 10, and 10 raised to power minus 12 is common, so taking it out of root, it will be 10 raised to power minus 6 upon 2. On solving, you are going to get 15 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb and 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb, because once you are going to solve it for plus and once you are going to solve it for minus. So if you are not clear with that, we are going to discuss this as well. So if you guys are facing any of the problems in solving these type of quadratic equation which we generally solve in 9th and 10th class, so you can comment down below. So I will be sharing elaborate way how we solve this one. Okay, so this is very easy, this is something very easy, but if you are not able to get it, just comment down below. I will make a separate video on that. So from here what you are going to get is q1 equals to 20 into 10 raised to power minus 6 plus 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 by 2 and 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 minus 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 by 2. On solving, you are going to get these two values. So basically Q1 can be equal to 15 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. I can say this is microcoulomb, or you can get Q1 equals to 5 microcoulomb, right? Because this is also 10 raised to minus 6. So when Q1 is 15 microcoulomb, Q2 will be what? Q2 will be 5 microcoulomb. And when Q1 is 5 microcoulomb, Q2 will be 15 microcoulomb. Why? Because we know Q1 plus Q2 equals to 20 microcoulomb. So if either of them is 15 microcoulomb, the other one is going to be 5 microcoulombs. So this way you can find out the values of Q1 and Q2. So either of these two situations will be there for Q1 and Q2, right? Now this is the second numerical problem in which they are saying two fixed point charges are there, plus 4e and plus e. These are two fixed point charges separated by distance a. So distance between them is small a. So now we want to place a third charge so that it is in equilibrium, that is net force working on that charge should be equal to 0. Now suppose that particular charge is of the value capital Q. Okay, now we have to place this capital Q charge anywhere around these two charges so that this one is in equilibrium, that is there is no net force working on this particular charge. Now suppose, now these two are positive charges, right? Q can be positive or can be negative. Now suppose Q is positive and now I'm going to put that Q over here, right? If that Q is here, this is, now suppose this is a positive charge. Now this is positive, this is positive. This one will repel this one, right, in this direction, and this one is also positive, this one is also positive. So this will also repel. So net force cannot be 0 here. Now if I'm going to place this Q here, now suppose this is positive, now this is positive, this is positive, this will repel this one, this will also repel this one. Here also net force cannot be equal to 0 because these two will add up just like this one. Now instead of positive, if this was negative, then what will happen? This is positive, this is negative. This one will attract this charge towards itself and this one will also attract towards itself. Now in this case also it cannot be 0. Now this one is negative, similar here, this is positive, this is positive, sorry, this is negative, so it will attract it towards itself. This will also attract this charge towards itself. So in this case also you cannot get this charge at equilibrium. So definitely this charge Q, either it is positive or negative, we cannot place it outside towards the left or right hand side. It is going to be in between these 2 point charges, somewhere in between. So suppose this is placed here at a distance x. Okay, so now I'm going to make it again. So I hope this point is clear that we cannot place it onto the left side or right side, because either ways, if it is positive also or negative also, net charge on it is never going to be 0. So now here plus 4e is there and plus e is there, and Q is somewhat here. Okay, overall distance is a. Now suppose this particular distance is x. If this is x, so this will be what? This will be a minus x. Now we want this charge to be in equilibrium. So for this charge to be equilibrium, what should be the condition? Force between this particular charge Q and this plus 4e, this should be equal to the force between this Q and this plus e. That means force between these two and these two should be equal so that this charge could be in equilibrium. This should be the case. So first of all, what is force between Q and plus 4e? That will be what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. That means Q1 Q2 by distance square. Distance between them is x. So x square. This is force between Q and plus 4e. Now equals to force between Q and plus E. What it will be? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 into Q2 upon distance squared. Distance between them is A minus X square. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, Q, Q, E, E. So what we are left with is 4 by x square is equals to 1 upon A minus X whole square. Now taking square root both sides, what will happen? We can write it as 2 square by x square equals to 1 square by A minus X whole square, right? So this root will cancel out with these squares, right? So what we are left with is 2 by x is equals to 1 upon A minus X plus minus, right? When we are going to take out square root, we will be introduced with plus minus. Now there will be two cases now. 2 by x can be equal to plus of 1 by A minus X, or it can be equal to minus of A minus 1 upon A minus X. Now in this case, 2a minus 2x will be equal to x, and we just cross multiplying. So here we will be left with 2a is equals to x plus 2x so 2a will be equal to 3x, so a will be equal to 3x by 2, or you can say x will be equal to 2a by 3. So this particular distance is equals to 2a by 3. So this charge is at 2a by 3 distance from plus 4e, right? From here what we are going to get? Cross multiplying, 2a minus 2x will be equal to minus x. So we will be having 2a is equals to minus x plus 2x. 2a equals to x. So x is equals to 2a. What we are getting? X is equals to 2a. So if x is going to be equal to 2a, that means we are going to place this charge over here, somewhat here. So that we have discussed, that is not possible. So this is not possible, and this is the answer. Okay, so I hope these two numericals are clear to you. So far that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.